Today I'm with England international Laura Coombs, who has played for all the elite clubs including Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool and now Manchester City. After impressive performances this season, she's forced her way back into the international reckoning after not being in the squad since 2015. Keep an eye on the 32-year-old combative midfielder in Australia and New Zealand, as she's a real force to be reckoned with. I'm with the Lioness in London to see how excited she is ahead of her first international major tournament. Laura, thank you so much for joining me today. We thought we'd be original, bring a lioness to the zoo. Who would have thought, right? I just love your story and it's really interesting, so I think it's only fair that we tell the audience all about you.
Cool. Thanks, Cass.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Yep.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, but not since I was little, so excited to be back here today.
Have you got any pets?
I've got a dog.
Okay.
I treat him like my son.
Oh. Who's going to look after you? What's your dog called?
Duke.
Who's going to look after Duke when you're away?
Daycare, I think. But
Really?
luckily he loves daycare, so it's fine.
Happy days. Question, do you have any phobias of animals by any chance?
Not zoo animals, but spiders, rats, snakes. All snakes will be here, won't they? Snakes, yeah.
We'll avoid them, don't worry.
Yeah.
I want to take it back to the start, if that's all right.
Yep.
So, how did it all start? Who was your inspiration of getting into football?
I don't think there was a specific person. My mum and dad just said, ever since they can remember, I just liked kicking balls around. They got like the little, you know, the flyaway ones. Always had one when I was little, and then a lot of my friends when I was younger played, and I joined one of my best friends. His dad ran a team, and that was my first team I ever played for. And
Was that the one on your Instagram?
Yeah, Wilmington Colts they were called, and yeah, I had such good times playing. Because you know when you're younger, just such fun, like no pressure. Yeah.
And in that team, were you the only girl?
I was, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so I was literally known as the girl in the league. Which is crazy because it's so different now.
Did you have any, like, female role models that you looked up to?
I loved Katie Chapman growing up. She was, like, centre mid idol. And then, obviously, she came to Chelsea and I was like, oh, my God.
Really? Was you a bit like...
I was a bit starstruck at first, yeah. It's probably the only female player, and Newcastle, of course, but only female player I was a bit like, whoa. And obviously, Kelly Smith, amazing. But I feel like Katie Chapman was the first one I was like, I want to be like her. After one of the sessions, my knee just blew up, and I remember the medical teams being like, you need to get this fixed. You can't do a whole career like this.
Whenever we speak to people, there's always, we made these sacrifices. Was there any sacrifices that you had to make to play? Or even, like, your parents or anyone that helped you really get there?
Yeah. For me, I wouldn't say too much, but yeah, like you touched on there, my parents, like, they literally had to drive me everywhere. And I remember I ended up at Arsenal Academy because, I don't know if you remember, Charlton got relegated and they literally cut the women's team overnight. So it ended up making a decision, right, I'll try and go there, but it's like an hour away from my house and parents work full-time, to and fro-in. At the time, I really took it for granted, and now looking back, I'm like, wow, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them doing that, so
That's
Cool.
incredible.
Yeah.
And then, so, your Arsenal journey, I mean, so you went there at 16, but in that season, you made your debut.
That was a crazy year for me because I did all that and then I tore my ACL. Literally within like 6 months of being there. On the scan, it wasn't totally clear of what it was at the time, and so I actually rehabbed a bit and played without an ACL, which is mad.
Wait, how long for?
For a couple months, yeah.
So you played?
Without an ACL, yeah.
I'm trying to comprehend that.
So actually, yeah, it's a mad story. When I think back now, I'm just like, that's crazy.
Did it not feel stable or
Some games I'd get through, no issue. Twisting, turning.
So you played 90 minutes, twisting and turning, and had no ACL?
Yeah. Got selected for youth England groups without an ACL. Yeah, not good.
So then what was the turning point to go, hold on a minute?
So I went to an under-20s England camp, and I remember after one of the sessions, my knee just blew up, and I remember the medical teams being like, you need to get this fixed. You can't do a whole career like this. So, yeah, that was when I got my first operation, which is crazy, yeah. That's just, like, unheard of now, but, yeah.
It really is. Well, it's even more impressive. Like, your journey is just incredible. I didn't realise this. You went to LA? So was it Los Angeles Strikers?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
The first summer, one of my friends who I went to Arsenal Academy with, she was going and she said, do you want to come? Oh, as informal as this, I'll speak to the coach, and then, yeah, within sort of a couple of weeks, it was all arranged. But, yeah, it was good. It was such a good experience. You know, playing American, the game is completely different there, and I just opened my eyes to, you know, different way of playing and different lifestyle as well, which was cool.
What was the differences in playing in America, like, that you really noticed?
In America, the best players on the team were, like, the fastest, the athletes, whereas here, the best players on the team are, like, the most technical. It's quite different. Going over there and coming back, I definitely felt fitter and stronger and stuff.
And then you came back and you signed for Chelsea?
Yeah.
Arsenal to Chelsea, was it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it didn't feel amazing, to be honest with you, but it was something I needed to do because I wanted to play and... Like Arsenal, the players they have are amazing. Does make playing time limited, so yeah, I just thought this is the right thing, and yeah, glad I did it.
And talk to me about your time at Chelsea. So how long were you there for?
I think I was there 4 years, and in that time, Emma came and started building to what the club is now, and she's done an amazing job. And yeah, because when she came, it wasn't anything like what it is now. So good to see the growth of the club.
And you went on loan to Liverpool in that time, right?
About when I was 24, I'd say. I made a lot of appearances for Chelsea, but I wanted, you know, to play every week in, week out. And Liverpool said they were interested in taking me on, and I thought, well, it's Liverpool, it's a long way from... I'd never really been out of the southeast before, so I thought, oh, you know, I'll try it on loan and see what happens, and went and absolutely loved my time there. So
really, what did you really enjoy the most from that experience?
I think I just started to know my own personality a bit more. You know, I'd lived away from home at uni and stuff, but this was like really away from home, and I couldn't just nip back whenever I wanted to. So it was really good. I just think I started the growing up period of my life, which was cool.
So do you think that loan period, which then turned into a full move, was probably the biggest turning point in your career, would you say?
Yeah. Liverpool just made me realise where I sort of wanted to go, and I was really happy in the Northwest as well. I felt instantly at home when I moved there, which was mad to me. But yeah, I definitely think it was a good turning point for me. So if it was to come out and land here, like...
No, I'd run, I'd be gone. You'd have to take over, or...
Can we get them out?
So, City?
Yeah, I've been there for 4 years now, which is crazy. That has challenged me in every way possible.
In what way?
Good and bad, because obviously for a year or two I really didn't play much for them, and that was tough. But through those times, I really had to just carry on working at training. I was surrounded by amazing players, so I literally had everything there for me to learn. And I think now that's kind of paying off for me a little bit now, but it has taken me a good few years.
Do you think, because City play a certain way, do you think that's probably a style that really suits you as a player?
With me, I just think I've had enough time now to learn the way they want to play, the style. I know exactly what the manager wants, and it's quite black and white with us. You go in with a certain game plan and I just stick to it, really. And yeah, I do think that I'm someone, if you give me a job to do or a role, I would try and do that to the best of my ability. So yeah, maybe it did just fit quite well.
So you've just signed a new deal as well.
Yeah.
And I was reading your stats about your performances this season. Like, you're playing the best football of your life. You just keep getting stronger and stronger as you get older as well, which is awesome.
I don't feel my age, which is good. Especially with having the injuries early on and stuff. I thought, because I remember at the time the surgeon was like, oh, by 30 you'll probably have signs of arthritis. And
really?
Yeah, but I feel really good, and I just think as long as I feel like this, I'm going to keep playing, so yeah.
That's incredible. So we're going to see parrots, and I'm not good with birds.
Where does your fear come from, though? 'Cause what does it do?
Honestly, I think I got scraped by a pigeon. And, like, I really don't...
Scraped by
Yeah, like, I really don't like pigeons. I don't like feathers.
So if it was to come out and land here, like...
No, I'd run, I'd be gone. You'd have to take over, or...
Can we,
No, I'm
them
not
out?
itching. Do you not think they're weird? Like, they're lovely, and I don't mean to be rude, but you can go and have a look. I'll just wait here.
Are you actually going to stand back there?
You know, it's like 30 degrees, but I've been fine until I've got here. I'm sweating.
She just wants to go now.
I'm
She
really
just wants to
sweating.
go.
Ooh. Look, I've had enough now. I want to go. We'll leave the jungle to Jill Scott.
Oh, Kaz, look. Oh, they look really cute. You're not getting too close now,
No,
are you?
I'm
Come
not.
on. Bit closer, bit closer.
That would be me, just floating. What are you packing in your suitcase?
Picture of my son.
Laura, city break or beach?
Beach, ooh, for sure.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee. Do you know I'm only just into tea and coffee, literally within the last year. It's taken me 32 years.
Wait, what? What was you drinking or?
Nothing, milk. I like anything dipped in milk. I've even tried garlic bread in there before.
In milk? Garlic bread in milk?
It was something I tried at uni, decided it was all right.
What uni did you go to? Garlic bread and milk? I feel like Peter Kay there, garlic bread. OK, your first football kit?
The Barca reversible kit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was a holiday thing when I was younger. Loved it, didn't take it off for like 3 years.
Tigers or lions?
Oh, lions. Because lionesses, I've learnt a lot about them recently, and
Okay.
they're like, they just rule the roost, I think, so.
Love that. Night in, night out.
These days, night in. Little series on,
What's your series?
Selling Sunset.
Worst habit?
I like click everything, all constantly. Neck, anything that will click, and I click other people's toes and stuff.
Wait, other people's toes?
No one's safe in the physio room when I'm around, because I'm literally,
How'd you click someone's toe? Like that way or that?
Yeah. No, I just quickly, yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, OK.
Do you want me to try for you?
On my hand?
Yeah. Oh, got one.
Got
we
one. Go on, try that one then.
Well, this one's got a ring on it.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm all right, guys, I'm all right. OK. Sweet or savoury?
Sweet, 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 sweet.
Toughest opponent?
You probably know this quite well, but I always thought G, as in Ji So-yoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Very cheeky as well.
Very cheeky.
I think she's probably the only one that could get away with anything from Emma Hayes. Day off, whatever, she'd just get it, wouldn't she? Your most played artist in your music library?
Whitney Houston, without a doubt.
Legend. Icon. All right, last one. Favourite song?
I've got too many, but I'd probably just go with Howl and O, classic.
Good one,
Yeah.
good one.
Always gets you going.
There we go. Why has it not landed the lion and lioness?
women didn't get on in
Who?
the lion land. I heard the men are really lazy.
You've read up about this, haven't you?
On our last camp, a lioness photographer came in. She told us a lot about them. The females look after the young. They go out and hunt.
The female goes on the hunt.
Yeah, the
Okay.
men basically do nothing.
So
which is
she
crazy.
goes off, finds the food,
Yeah,
comes back.
brings it back. I'm acting like I'm a real expert here, and I'm not just
Key
repeating
life
what this.
is just to say it confidently, and then everyone believes
Yeah.
you. So apparently, Laura, we've got a lioness.
Having a nap.
Got any more interesting stats? I don't know why I'm whispering. Can they hear?
The lionesses sleep 20 hours a day.
Anyone in camp sleep 20 hours a day?
Probably me. I'm a big sleeper. Maybe not 20 hours a day. That's a bit much.
You need
but-
to sleep.
Yeah, I just like to relax.
You wouldn't mess with her, would you?
It's mad because they actually look pretty friendly, don't they? But if you went in there,
Let you go first. I'd let you suss it out. I wonder, is she awake yet?
no, I don't think she's gonna wake up. She's having a siesta.
Oh, we can't wait for the other 4 hours of the day when she's awake.
I know. Yeah.
OK, we've seen the lioness. Let's talk about your lioness journey. Back in 2015,
Yeah.
made your debut. What was it like then, and what was it like to put on that jersey?
I was so happy, and I kind of thought, want more of this. But then obviously it didn't happen for me after that. And I was kind of OK with it after a little while. I really just focused on club and really enjoyed working towards that. That's when I guess things happen that you're not expecting.
And 8 years later,
Yeah, 8 years later.
you're off to Australia, New Zealand to
I know.
Women's World Cup.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It still hasn't fully sunk in for me, I don't think, because obviously 6 months ago this was not on my agenda at all. Oh, coming for you. But yeah, here we are. You don't look very impressed.
Do they bite?
No, they're friendly. Are we feeding them?
Matt, I'll let you go first. Open. Ready? Drops.
If you do that. Oh, okay, you. And you. Oh, I'm getting the hang of this now. Are you sure you don't want to throw a few?
I'm like assisting you. You're bringing it home. There you go. Enjoy. Dinner's on us. Okay, so Australia, New Zealand. What are you packing in your suitcase?
Little Instax. Do you ever use one of these?
A what?
Instax.
A Polaroid?
Yeah. Pretty cool, pretty cool.
Okay.
Got
See,
it.
I'm not down with the cool kids.
No.
This?
Factor need, even though it's going to be winter, pale skin, you know.
Factor 50.
That's 50.
That's a good one for the kids. Always wear it.
Yeah.
Okay, what else are you taking?
Got my bug spray. I do get eaten alive, so
Yeah.
this is needed. Got my little diary, just for notes of the day. I like the
Really?
just writing. Also, I find it a bit awkward taking videos of myself.
So what, have you got a selfie stick then?
Well, that's just for if I want a picture with you, Kaz, or iPad, Netflix. And then lastly, the picture of my son. This is Duke, or Dukey, and he's a little Cocker Spaniel, and he's actually doesn't look like that anymore. He's matured. But yeah, he's cute, and I actually really miss him. The whole call probably only lasted about a minute. It's just like, congratulations, you made the squads.
You got the winner's medal around your neck. What would it mean to you?
I'm struggling to find the words. It would be amazing.
So, Laura, 8 years since your last call-up. How you feeling?
Didn't expect it, really, about a year ago, 6 months ago, so I'm just over the moon. Yeah, it's great.
In my time, I had different ways, whether it was email, a phone call. The team were trying to banter me and said, was it Hedwig that flew it in, you're that old? How did you find out that you were in the squad?
Literally a phone call, sort of three-way call between Serena, I and the assistant, and me.
Was it unlike a withheld? Because sometimes people don't answer withheld numbers.
Well, I've had this before, so I've saved the number now. So when I saw it, I was like, oh. And then, yeah, quickly ran to the sofa, tried to compose myself.
Was you on your own, or did you have people
I was
around
on
you?
my own. I had the dog. Yeah.
What was it like?
I had all these things that I thought, oh, I'll just play it chill, be on the phone, and then when you're like hello, and I think I come across quite nervous.
Did she just go in and say, you in, or did she take you on a bit of a journey and you're like, come on, Serena, am I in or out?
Yeah, no, it was quite quick, which I'm glad about. The whole call probably only lasted about a minute. She was just like, congratulations, you made the squads. Just remember saying, thanks, and then that was it.
And then what was it like after when you hung up, like?
I didn't know who to tell first, so I quickly just put a message in the family WhatsApp, I'm in, and then, yeah.
Who's coming out to watch the...
My mum and dad's going to come out.
Brilliant.
They're really excited. They've never been to Australia and never been to World Cup.
They're now going to watch their daughter at a finals, what, like?
I think it hit them quite hard that week. I remember my mum just saying my dad, he'd like start jobs and then get lost in his own thoughts and then couldn't carry on. And yeah, I remember they came round that day, we had a barbecue and they were just so happy, and that made me really happy for them as well.
And the manager, you mentioned Serena there, she said some really nice things about you, just the influence you've had this season and last season for Manchester City. How does that make you feel?
Just to have that recognition from her is amazing. After all, she's won the Euros twice, 2 different nations. I think that's amazing. And yeah, I'm really excited for her sessions and her training and her coaching this summer.
So come on, what are we going to expect from Laura Coombs? Imagine if none of us have seen you play before. What are we going to expect to see at this tournament from you?
If I get into any kind of shooting position, you're probably going to see a long-range shot. And yeah, just try and get about, be quite tenacious, and that's just me as a player, really.
Is there anything that you are like really looking forward to the most?
I think just experiencing and being a part of a major tournament, it's something that now it's happening, I just can't wait to embrace. And I think I'm so happy that I've had the chance, oh well, we'll have the chance to do that in my career, and it's just, yeah, it's amazing.
Is there any one that you're like, ooh, I'd maybe like to avoid, or I'd equally like to play against them to see the challenge?
There's going to be so many good teams there, and I think every team will be tough. I think if we come out the group first or second, we play Australia or Canada straight away, so it's just going to be a really tough route to the final. But I think this team, after last summer, I don't think they fear anyone.
Laura, I want for you to imagine, played the World Cup final, you're on the flight home, you got the winner's medal around your neck. What would it mean to you?
It would be a fairy tale. The journey and then being a part of that with my country, I'm struggling to find the words. It would be amazing, and I really, really, really hope that is what happens.
You are incredible, and can't wait to see you out there, pal.
Thanks,
So
Kaz.
good luck. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, let's get this selfie.